Hey everybody, Solitary Knight here with the Garnet Prince.
Uh,
And we decided to switch over to Garnet Stalker, Jamil. Um, we are going to present to you Beanfest story because it's a cute story. I don't think we're going to read it out loud because, like, my throat's a little wrecked still. So, like, if you haven't played this event, you end up with these two motherfuckers. And while Cater does have a nice sweet side, when he's competitive, I don't trust him as much as far as I can throw him. And you already know our opinions about Jade.
game volume all of a sudden got really quiet.
Oh, I got quiet?
The game volume.
Oh, the game volume. Alright, yeah. I'm still playing with the sound mixing because holy shit is this confusing.
So I wouldn't do a whole lot, just a little.
Okay.
And I may have to, I don't know, it's weird. Unless it's my mixer settings.
That could be. Alright. So we're about to hear the story of Happy Beans Day, or Beansfest as it's known in the English version. Alright. So remember, the event stories don't have voice acting. So, except for a couple. Except for the MasterChef events. I don't know why the MasterChef events get voice acting, but the other voice stories don't, but whatever. So Professor Krill's gonna tell us a story. I think we'll be okay. So, like, I know you're not a huge Disney nerd when it comes to, like, Mickey Mouse cartoons or anything, but you said you liked Jack and the Beanstalk, right?
Not necessarily, I just know the story fairly decently.
Oh, okay. For some reason I was thinking you liked the Dark Parables telling of it.
I mean, I like Dark Parables, yes. Now, the original story, it's not as interesting. But again, Dark Parables, remember, they do a lot of putting multiple stories and twists together.
Alright. There is a really trippy Jack and the Beanstalk movie made in Japan from the 1970s where it's like half trying to take itself seriously as an anime and half like Tom and Jerry cartoon. And it's just like a fucking train wreck. I think Nostalgia Critic covered it, but it's in public domain, so you can actually find it on YouTube and watch in full if you just want to see it yourself. But I'm just gonna say that is a fucking trip.
Now, as of Dark Parables, I will eventually cover it when we get to that point, because that's game number, let me think here. Number 6,
Magic
I think.
I could sing with a beautiful voice. So I'm not sure if you have a like necessarily strong opinion about all of this, but what do you think about the fact that they're skipping the Fairy Gala event in the US server?
I get too much into it because that's going to be a huge rant and rave distraction and make everything go a lot slower and possibly get into topics that may or may not be necessary at this time.
Oh, okay.
But it's aggravating.
It is
But the
aggravating.
reasons why I don't want to get into all of that, because it's a long, drawn out rigmarole.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. Do you think Jade would be able to, like, grow one of these massive beanstalks?
He is apparently stronger than we give him credit for, but I don't know if he has the patience.
Jade's the one that likes to, like, put weird plants in his terrariums. And he kind of offhandedly mentions that Floyd would be amused by it. But, I don't know. Everyone says Floyd's a bad influence on him, but Jade's pretty devious in his own right. I just love this. It's a parable with two morals. When someone takes something from you, take it back. And when someone wrongs you, you get them back twice as hard. God damn it, Cruel. That is not the point of the story, I don't think. I still love you, Cruel, but god damn it.
In the original story, it originally belonged to the giants, so...
Yeah.
And it was the only thing that could sleep.
Yeah. Alright, now we're getting to the twist. Alright. So far that sounds pretty standard. That part's not so standard. Apparently. So, like, we know Cruel used to go to Night Raven College, so I am not unconvinced he was one of the monsters that, like, decided, I'm gonna go to punch a farmer.
Probably.
It just seems very, very, like, cruel. I don't know if Vargas went to this college, but I can see Vargas doing that too. Hey, at least he didn't have to whip anybody. It's implied that happens a lot, especially with those four. It's usually Grim's fault, though. That's true.
I didn't think Cruella had a whip, did she?
No, this is something exclusive to Cruel. It's not really a whip, it's the pointer he uses in class, but it makes a whip sound when he smacks somebody
Well,
with
that
it.
would have been her cigarette holder.
Well, yeah.
Does he have one?
Japan has a weird relationship with smoking, so, like, Cruel doesn't smoke. Like, I don't think it actually tells us what Ace gets up to in the next part of this, because he gets eliminated just that early.
If you're going off of, well, the Gaston from the Villain's Lair, if I remember correctly, there is a certain verse that basically tells how he was just skinny, he was bullied, so to stop it, everyone else chose books, he chose looks, and he just beat everybody up and hunted them down.
Like, I'm kind of wondering what kind of magic Vargas has, because Like, he never talks about it. But Cruel is like a master of potions.
Maybe it's just strength enhancing magic. So steroid
I
magic.
don't know. Oh god. Like, we don't really get to learn that much about Vargas because he doesn't really talk about himself in his voice lines. He talks about, like, one of his voice lines is hilarious because he's like, "Hey you, why don't you ask Crowley to take off his mask? Nobody's ever seen what's under it before." And I'm like, near, I'm not going to be the one to do that. I ain't that stupid.
Someone hasn't just ripped it off.
I don't know, would you do that?
I wouldn't, but I wouldn't put it past Grim.
Oh god. No, I think Grim's afraid of Crowley.
I like the game got loud again.
Oh, sorry. Do you need me to try?
Oh, I'm just giving you a heads up because I don't want you to have us all drowned out and then we have to start over again.
Right. I can still hear you over it though. So, with this farmers team, you would think like the farmers would stand a chance because I mean these two are pretty confident. Jade and Floyd are pretty confident. Phil is fucking terrifying.
Malleus!
Yeah, Malleus is on the farmers team too. Idia's on the farmer team, but he doesn't actually like. We'll get to his role later. And yeah, with Leona, I'm not expecting much. But yeah, you would think they would be okay, but that's not how it plays out. No magic.
Oh. Okay, well that makes, Malleus is worthless.
No, he is not. He can crack coconuts with his bare hands.
Oh, damn.
Malleus is fucking terrifying. Also, like...
Well, wouldn't that make Riddle kind of meh?
Riddle's kind of meh, because, you know, he's small and has trouble putting on muscle. But, like, yeah, you have Malleus, Silver, Jade, and Floyd. I can kind of understand why Floyd ends up being kind of dead weight, because...
We're lazy.
His mood swings, man. Oh. Yeah. After a particularly heated game where people got seriously injured, Magic got banned altogether. God damn it. Like, Deuce is a pretty good athlete. His specialty is actually track, though. God damn it, Cater.
Which one's the hunter?
That would be Rook.
Rook. And whose team is he on?
Monster team.
Monster.
Yes.
Do you think he'd be a ace in their side? An ace on their end?
He's pretty good. He's keeps in the fight for a long time, although it's implied part of that is Jade being strategic rather than... I don't know. It's hard to explain. Yeah, like, so... Monsters get the speed boosting boots, but it looks like Jack's the only one that actually fucking uses them because Azul doesn't get evasion. Azul instead gets HP regen, and it's like, makes him annoying to fight in another way. So, um,
So, like, after what chapter does this canonically take place?
I'm not sure. It takes place in February, so after winter break. So it would have to be after chapter or after book 4. If I did my if I'm understanding correctly. Which book 4 actually releases tonight. So lots of people are stoked about that. I think I'm gonna save gems for this account to try to draw for your stalker when he comes out.
What event?
Uh, Jamil's dorm uniform is coming out soon-ish. But because it's you, he might actually show up. And it's Deuce.
Oh, I thought he would say absolutely not.
Oh, Deuce? No, Deuce is like the friendly one. It's Ace that's the tsundere. Damn it, Cater.
It's based off of which card suit, I mean?
Cater or Deuce?
Both.
Cater is a diamond, Deuce is a spade, Ace is a heart, and Trey is clubs.
They don't have one based off of the others.
What is it?
So they don't have the other ones, though.
They do. They have
The
all
Jack,
four.
the Queen.
Oh, those. Riddle technically represents the queen.
Yeah. But the King, the Jack, and the Ace. And the Joker.
So you can kind of say that the guys represent those as well, with Trey being the king because he's the one that supports Riddle. Jack being represented by Cater. I guess that makes the Joker fucking Deuce or something. Well, hi, Runa. Runa had to stop in and say hi.
Now, is the botanical garden on the main grounds, or is this the botanical garden on Hearthstone Boulder?
This is the botanical garden on the main ground. Well, technically the entire school is the field. There's really no reason to go into the Hall of Mirrors to go into the battle. Let's go ahead and grab Luna. Because we don't really need to be that high of a level for this battle. But then again, I don't know, because it like recommends level 5 guests for you in the EX battles, so... We get to see Cater's, manipulative side, let's say.
Oh, poor Goose.
Yeah, Gator decided to use Deuce as bait. Yeah, Sevik, as much as you like to claim superiority by being half Fae, I don't think you can keep up with Deuce.
Goose is gonna be okay.
I'm not so worried about Ace. I'm more worried what's going to happen if Sevik's the one that catches him. Oh. Hey, it's not a Savannah Claw NPC this time, starting the fight. If you don't know the regular Twisted Wonderland drinking game, you take a drink every time a Savannah Claw NPC starts a fight. Which might end in alcohol poisoning, so I don't actually recommend that. Next one's gonna be water.
無理するな思い知れせいほらどうだはっ考えたな
I'm reading this through.
準備はいいよ
Tonight's not maintenance, is it?
Tonight is maintenance, but that's not for another couple hours. So that's why we're recording this tonight, because like this is the last day to record it. All right.
Don't mind my phone sounds for... I'm getting hold of Awkward in the background for reasons.
Yeah. We're gonna be doing some more recording tonight with Awkward, and I'm like super excited, and whoops. Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree, Grim. Nope. That would be my phone going off. I'll check that in a sec.
Check one out.
Oh, I got a message from somebody trying to get a hold of my gamer account, so meh. Rip 2C. God damn it, Cater. We don't get to see that look from Cater very often. I can't tell if that's annoyed or what.
準備はいいな。僕を呼んだな。
Malleus buddy boost with.
Malleus buddy boost with Leona.
静かに確実に。
It's a good...
Canonical reason for that, or no?
This version of Malleus,
優雅さが足りないな。
in his vignette, interacts with Leona, and it's kind of hilarious.
身の程をわきまえ。
They do not like each other at all. Well, that's not great.
よろしいんですか。静かに確実に。力任せはダメだよ。どうでしょう。もっとだ。
Looks like both of them are gonna be fired.
良い判断。正解だ。力になります。サポートは慣れてきた。まずは。俺に勝てると思ったのか。
Surprised the game doesn't make you only pick people that are in the area.
No, it doesn't do that. It will, like, offer you guest characters based on who's in the scene in the main story. And you can see Jade. Like, for some reason it offers us Riddle, even though Riddle's not in the scene. What about Boosty? Oh, it might work out. Looks not very high level either. We might have to jump cut after this, because I can tell the emulator's struggling a little bit.
Of course.
Of course, Jade. Of course, Jade saves her butt. Jade's the smart one. He actually took out his earring for this. God damn it, Cater. I don't know, it's working out for Floyd pretty well.
Well, Deuce is with us, but he's currently running.
God knows what Deuce is up to. Aww. Monster Team. Don't freaking hell, Jack. Oh no! I mean, taking Jack out does make sense from a strategic point of view because, oh god, I would not want to fight Jack.
力と牙以外に戦う術はない。
Alright.
準備はいいよ。
And if I'm reading this correctly, the other attack will be Flora.
力になります。無理するな。優雅さが足りないな。しぶといな。はっ。こっちだ。 始めようか。俺もそうする。
Use anyone but Trey, apparently.
感謝なさい。
Oh, damn it.
力任せはダメだよ。風を運べ。転生さ。覚悟するのね。
Uh-oh, we're having some technical difficulties with Discord. Are you still there, Garnet?
I'm here.
Okay. Like, Discord had a dirt moment. Well, this doesn't look great.
承知しました。
I can't see anything, but I'm still here.
Oh,
面白い
okay.
か。
Well, let me fix that.
どうだ。
Go live. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Discord just decided to reset itself. I'm like,
くらえ。
why? Okay.
正解だ。
This might actually come down to
サポートは慣れてじっとしとろよ。それが本気。踊れ。はっ。いいな。いいぜ。いいぜ。
Eventually, we're gonna have to start working on Vil,
感謝なさい。
but
つまらね
we got a while before
え。とり
that would be helpful.
ゃ。こいつは。俺に勝てると思ったの。
Alright. So we're gonna jump cut and then tackle the next 5 chapters, and then probably jump cut and tackle the last 5. Because, the emulator is like chugging really bad. So do you have any thoughts so far, Garnet?
Interesting. Strange. But
So who are you rooting for?
well, the one we started with, but that's where the main characters are anyway, so farmers.
Farmers, yeah. I like a lot of the farmer team better, because, like, Idia's on the farmer team, Silver's on the farmer team, so isn't Malleus, and obviously the Leech Brothers, I really like the Leech Brothers. So, I was kind of low-key rooting for them, but it ended up kind of hilarious. It's not to say I completely hate the monster team, like, Rook's pretty fun, Ruggy's pretty fun. Admittedly, Azul is very amusing in this. His tenacity, man. Because it's probably the only way he's going past PE is with the extra credit for this. So. Alright. We will see you guys after the jump cut. Bye-bye. Hey, we're back with more beans. I know y'all are probably getting sick of beans. Because part 2 of the Beans event's coming out soon. And
we're gonna kind of speed through a little bit, so if you do have to, feel free to pause when you're watching if you need a little bit longer to read.
yeah.
I got caught up trying to fix a cooking mistake, and yeah.
Yeah. Once again, we're like not seeing each other face to face right now because I'm still fighting off the last of the crud.
I know that's Azul right away.
Yeah. Azul's silhouette's very recognizable. His hair, man. Nobody likes Azul. Okay, that. Idia likes Azul. I had to think for a moment. Does anyone actually canonically like Azul?
BRB.
Of course you would say that, Azul. Because you are a very bad athlete on land.
Hey, what did I miss?
Azul is just talking about how brains are just as, or actually more important in this event than brawn. So he's wanting to team up with Jack. Because Azul picked up a whole lot of supplies. He like uses that in his beam camo spray like a weapon. God damn it, Jack. You are so stubborn. God damn it, Azul! Yeah, like I said, Azul's one of the slimiest characters in this game.
Oh, he's just being a conniving businessman, like his counterpart.
Doesn't make him any less slimy. Especially back.
Hey, what?
Doesn't make him any less slimy, especially blackmailing Jack, who's actually a pretty decent person. Jack's very honorable. Like, honorable to a fault, which is kind of weird considering how much of a prick everybody else is in this game. Back with the farmer team.
Mm.
You're gonna want to smack Grim. I'm gonna warn you. See, there's nothing in the rules that says you can't make your own weapons. which we'll go over that in Jade's Beansday vignette.
Did you get him ground up enough to do that?
I ran into a different kind of problem that I don't actually have enough cards to make a full class for flight. Wait, in this one I should though, because I don't really like do flight that often. Like in my personal file, I can't level him up right now, which is a big oopsie. Grim will eat anything, even fucking overblock crystals. Uh-oh. Like, that's gonna work.
That should have been a giveaway. Exotic smell.
Yeah. Very spicy smell, according to Jade. Suffused. Jade's actually the cook for Monster Lounge, so he's always keeping his ear to the ground about culinary stuff.
Well, he's a farmer too. Why is he trying to lure in the farmers?
You'll see. You'll see. That should tell you. Remember, Vice House Wardens and House Wardens have to be on separate teams.
Hey, don't trust him!
Of course he's gonna trust Jamil.
Oh no, an infrared grill?
Yep.
The scanner goggle!
Yep. I don't think it's Azul that, like, busts them, though. Yeah. Yeah, you don't get to see what Jade's up to in the main event story. You find out in this vignette what he's doing. And then there's this nonsense. This is one of my favorite moments. Now, why would you think they're in the Hall of Mirrors? That's like... a bad place to be.
Why is that a bad place to be?
I imagine that would be a really easy place to bottleneck. It's... Ouch. Ruggy. Uh-oh.
No, Leona!
Oh, he's still mad about what happened in book 2. Like, Leona, I seem to recall, like, Riddle wasn't being a murderous asshole at that point, so of course Jack was going to side with him.
Of course, Azul, of course.
Yes. Although Jade and Floyd would be very quick to point out that that he's only slow and terrible on land. Sorry, Discord like decided to go flip itself again. So it's uh-oh. Oh, battle time. I guess it would actually be better for this.
No, they're gonna all get caught.
Rather not, thanks. Of course you don't see what the big hurry is.
Of course it's Jamil.
Of course.
You knew it was there too.
Sure. Sure. I trust you. Do you trust him?
Oh no! Jafar was pretty damn dirty.
Yeah, Jamil fights dirty. And I mean it when I say Jamil fights dirty. God damn, in book 4, oh, when we get up to book 4, there's gonna be lots of swearing. Just a warning.
And it will be right back.
Okay.
準備はいいな。力と牙以外に戦う術がない。ええ。無理すんな。はいよ。やる気か。
Alright. So the story battles aren't like too heinous in events. Like I did mention, some of the story battles do get a little difficult in the main story, though. Oh yay, my phone went off during our recording. Crash. Sorry guys. Ow. Didn't think that through all the way. Alright. Let's see. Here. Looks like water snipes. So. Oof, it's not registering my clicks. So I'm gonna have to take another break here in a sec. Yeah, we'll send Jade and Leona because there are guest attackers. I need to re-examine Jamil in the main file.
どうせ戦うのなら美しく勝ちたいものだ。
We're almost done with the story. We're on chapter 10. So like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, so 5 more chapters. So I'm going to give the emulator just a brief break because I was doing some leveling before doing this part of the recording. And hopefully we time this just right so we can get the last of the chapters out of the way before maintenance. We'll see you guys soon. Bye for now. Alright, we're back. Hopefully we'll be able to get this done relatively quickly before it needs to take another break. Hi, Ruby! I have a sudden cat in my lap. Alright, so Discord is like not cooperating anymore, and it's just I'm having to share my OBS screen with Garnet, so he can't actually hear the sound effects. But that's okay.
I have to watch the recording with the rest of you.
Yeah, to get the sounds. Nothing calls for something quite like a nerd. Stop doing that, Gator! I mean, it's good that you did that because Jade found you, but it's bad that you did that because everybody else can find you.
Why is Jade able to find us?
Because of Cater.
No, I mean, why is the cameras helping him find him?
Because Cater keeps posting things to this world's equivalent to Instagram. As the battle.
Well, can't everybody else find them too?
Yes! In fact, it's what Rook ends up doing. Meanwhile, the monster team is at the Coliseum. Oh, great. Yeah, with fewer people on both sides, it's easier to make an ambush and make a break for the harp. So... Freaking hell, Jack. Of course he loves being right, Azul. Jesus Christ, what? I forgot he wrangled that many farmers.
All you care about.
Well, have you seen him try to fly? Have you seen?
I mean, if eels can fly, I know an octopi can fly.
To be fair, it seems like Floyd's the only one that's gotten the hang of flight, and that's because Floyd has no fucks to give.
And it's not just that, you also gotta think back that you should be thinking that, Ursula was stronger than she seemed, so he shouldn't be that weak.
Oh no, in his natural form, he's, like, even the twins will admit he's kind of scary. Or at least Jade will. I think Floyd's too proud to admit Isabel might be stronger than him. Ah, god damn it, Grim. Well. Yep. Hi. Okay.
始めよう。狩りの時間だ。心配するな。すべてうまくいく。
5-turn endurance battle. This shouldn't be too hard.
楽しそうだな。よろしいんですか？贈り物を授けよう。思い知れ。トレビアン。同情します。おしまいにしよう。
Oh, so the gates don't exist for this one?
No. This one's just strictly by HP.
始めようか。
No
良
real
い判断です。
good. Oh,
じっとし
frick.
ろよ。罠にかかる力になりますよ。それ。牽制さ。
So if you don't know, Rook is a defense type card, so he really needs to take advantage of weaknesses and strength boosts. Alright, I just have a feeling this second attack is going to be fire.
贈り物を授けよう。元気がないな。
I guess
Unless
it doesn't-
Malleus does that.
Yeah, unless Malleus finishes the fight. Thanks, Malleus!
俺に勝てると思ったのか。
Hi. Alright. And then. Let's just power through this lot. Less of this, maybe? Or the emulator will crash, because Ruby hit something. Oh no, Ruby, why? Give us just a moment for another jump cut. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, we're back after some technical difficulties, cat-induced technical difficulties. Somebody's being extremely affectionate tonight. Alright. So, 3 more story only chapters and 1 more battle. So we got this. We were kind of nervous we wouldn't actually be able to make it in time. Uh-oh. Oh.
I know exactly what that was.
Yep. That was a sniper. So that was Jade. Bye, Trey.
If you get hit, you're gone.
Yeah. God damn it, Rook. You're such a dork. I love you.
Bad feeling about Jade that just popped in my head.
Oh, yeah.
He better not betray everyone just because he's loyal to Azul and nobody else.
Oh god, you, like, vastly overestimate how much the twins care about Azul.
No, I said he would betray the team and help out Azul, is what I'm saying.
Like I said, you vastly overestimate how much the twins actually care about Azul. Trey. Yeah, now the last three members of the monster team are Azul, Jack, and Rook.
And all the people we don't know.
I think at this point it's like just down to these four and those three.
Half of the main characters we haven't even got to see yet.
We get to see them in the next part that's coming up. I'm looking forward to seeing Vil in action. I'm also looking forward to seeing Floyd actually get off his ass and do something. Four left.
So is the part 2 gonna revert back in time and show other people's side of the story? Then is that what it's basically doing?
Yes. It shows us what Rook, Jamil, Vil, and Floyd are doing, and also a little bit about what Lilia is up to. Alright. If I remember right, this fight is with Rook and Jack. Monster Team. This is still there on the Monster Team.
So that would be Kidder, Jade, Grim, and yep, Yuki, whatever.
I think we named him Yukin. So who else is still left on the Monster Team? Because we got Rook, Azul, and...
Rugi, remember?
Oh, no, Rookie's been eliminated at this point. Because he gets eliminated... Like, it's shown in the vignettes, but he gets eliminated because Jack pisses off Floyd.
go!
Again, yes, finally.
What do those names mean?
Magicam is basically Instagram in Twisted Wonderland.
And Peluge?
I will have to actually think on that one because, like, my French is rusty as fuck. Because, man, I haven't studied French since high school. I could probably ask my dad in the morning.
AK?
He calls himself KK. Yeah, Jack is really annoying to fight. If in part 2 we get a repeat of part 1 and the EX battles from part 1, then you'll get to see what I mean. Looks like there's a good chance it could be both water attacks. We'll find out though. So I fucked this up. Looks like both water attacks? Or not.
You think you can do it?
Oh, probably. Just some minor setbacks. We'll hold on to Jamil in case I misjudge this. Oh, I misjudged it. This might hurt. Ouch! Alright. Ow. I think my pride hurts more than anything else. Oh no. Fuck that shit. Weird.
次はないよ。逃げ切れるとか。始めようか。Okay.
We gonna win?
Possibly. We'll see. Depends on if Cater can pull this off. Ow! Okay. Alright, buy some little times really. That was a miscalculation. Hold on. That was close. That was very close. I'm like horrendously over level in my main file, so this battle didn't give me too much trouble. But Yeah. Here we go. Hi, Ruby.
Okay, that's a random place.
Jade has a sniper rifle.
True.
Who would have guessed Jack would be acrobatic?
And he is a hyena.
He's a wolf.
I'm trying to think who he'd be based off of then.
There's debate. I do believe there was a Disney version of Little Red Riding Hood as a short, or as a comic, but that's the only thing I can think of because Jack seems very clearly based off the big bad wolf. And now the finale. Even with all the setbacks, we managed to do it. Yeah! Even though you tried to crash the emulator, Ruby. Discord just went womp womp. Again. I don't know why it does that. There we go.
No!
Yeah. Again, busting out the big, weird words. I mean, I suppose that would be something Jade would do, not Jack. So I'm like sitting here wondering how the fuck Idia managed to get eliminated, because like I don't know. I'll have to show you guys Jade's vignette so you can get caught up on what I mean.
It's sad they didn't give the main character a sprite.
At the beginning, the idea was for the main character to be a self-insert, but as of book 5, that's like changing a lot. So that's what Lilia spends most of the day doing in part 2, is chasing Malleus around, which I really want to see. Oh, I just love that little exchange. So, now you've seen most of the Beanfest story. What did you think?
Well, I'm sad the MC didn't win, because usually in my head, when you're doing events, the MC usually always wins.
Remember though, like, the MC is technically a villain, so the villain never succeeds. It's technically not the main character's fault they ended up in the villain role. If anything, it's Grimm's fault he ended up in the villain role, but they're kind of attached to Grimm, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think that would give you a better idea of Jade and Azul's character before we get to book 3. So, have your thoughts changed on them at least?
Jade's interesting. Azul, in general, I see a lot of similarities to him and Ursula, so I'm not necessarily hating him, but...
I mostly want to punch him in the face because he's kind of arrogant.
She was too, though. Remember that.
Yeah, but I feel like Azul would be a lot less of a threat if he didn't have Jade and Floyd with him. Because Floyd...
Ursula's ace up her sleeve was the fact that she had Flotsam and Jetsam do a lot of stuff to fuck people up.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
Because remember, Ariel would have kissed Eric if it had not been for the fact that Flotsam and Jetsam flipped the boat over.
That's true.
So they did her dirty work, just like Jade and Floyd kind of do Azul's dirty work to a point. So there were a lot of similarities.
Except sometimes Floyd just says, fuck you, Azul, I'm doing my own thing. Because he's just... Floyd likes to be contrary. Not necessarily on purpose, it's just it ends up working that way. Because of his mood swings.
Hopefully Disney does not recognize movie 2. Please do not give it recognition.
I think it mostly matters what ended up popular in Japan for like once there's a lot of speculation on what characters might come in a season 2 of this game because there's a lot of potential. But yeah, so like most of the events work the same general way. You do classes to get the requisite item, which in this case is the magic beans. And then you'll be given 2 cards. One is a normal R rank card, and one is usually an SR rank. The exception is the Master Chef events, because you gotta roll for the characters involved. But yeah, Beanfest Part 2 is coming up, and is a lot longer. It's 39 chapters, so I have no idea how long this is going to be. What is it?
Do you get to keep your 193 beans?
In the Japanese version, you didn't, but because the events are back-to-back in America, I'm not sure how they're going to handle that. I mean, that would be kind of cool if I could keep my patches and everything. So I also have a shit ton of beans on my main account. But yeah, like, I am so tempted, because I like Floyd, he's in my top 3, and he's the SSR for the next event, so I'm like...
On account, I don't necessarily like the outfit, so...
Right, on this account, I'm not worried about it, but on my main account, I'm like, why did Floyd have to be the big bad card for the next event? Because I'm trying to, like, save up for either Ghost Marriage or Silver's birthday. Because I like Idia and Silver a lot. I have heard a few American players say that the events are too rushed, and unfortunately that's just how it goes in Japanese games like this. Like, Garnet and I used to play Idola, and Idola was atrocious about events and banners.
They went really, really fast, and unless you had money to put into it. That's the difference in our culture. Over there,
That's not...
people actually make a living for having what they do, and they actually have the financial support to do all that. Like us, we don't.
Yeah. So, like, it's more about strategizing and everything rather than collecting every card. Also, do remember that when an event rolls back around, there's usually a chance to get the cards again. So, like, the birthday cards aren't just going to be this year only, and then next year only the Union birthday versions. When the birthday events roll around again, you'll get a chance to roll for both the original birthday version and the Union birthday version. So, and same goes for most of these events. Like when Ghost Marriage repeats, you'll get a chance to roll for cards from the previous showcases and a new card for a new character. I think it was Lilia in Ghost Marriage. But yeah, here, like, if the events had been the 2 Beanfest events had been spaced properly, you would have had another chance to roll for Azul and Jack, in addition to rolling for Floyd and Rook, I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on the way the events are spaced. I don't hate it. It's just part of how these games go. I mean, do you have any thoughts since you play a lot of gacha games too?
It's a lot more friendly than some of them that I've played. I mean, there's some that I play where the characters don't really necessarily matter. Like, one of my favorites is Another Eden, a cat beyond time and space. But the difference in that one is it is so much grind happy because you've got to get all these items that you have to grind special dungeons for, and even with gacha pulls, you're just getting characters and not those items.
Yeah.
So all games are different. That one, you don't necessarily have to draw it all to win, no matter what you do. But like these kind of games, you kind of have to do the draws, even if you only do the free draws. Otherwise, you're up a creek without a paddle. There was one of them I did that was like that, none other, and they forced you to put so much money into the game. I swear, if I would have had the money, I added it up, it would have been about $200 for one event.
Ouch.
And I don't have the money for that, so I didn't do that.
Right.
Idola, the same way.
Yeah,
it was really
I
fun,
it
but
was...
now it's shut down.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there were parts I liked about Idola, just the battle system was pretty interesting, but, like, I don't know, I found the two main characters to be just kind of, like, very, very boring, so there were, like, only a handful of characters I cared about, like, was her name Anna Maria?
It was, no, I think it was just Maria.
Maria. Like, I liked her.
I liked a lot of them. Maria, Rosalind, Stella, I liked, Jasper.
I was gonna say, yeah, like, Stella eventually, like, grew into a decent character. It was the male lead I really couldn't stand just because he was so boring.
I forget her name, but it was a cute little girl that could summon Rappies. I loved her.
Oh, yeah, she was really cute. And of course, they had the PSO.
And then when you got to her, Estrella was really good.
Yeah.
And then I also liked the Kuna in the game.
Kuna was pretty good. I liked Luther, even though I didn't get to use it. I did like that he was there. Matoy was pretty cool in the game, too. So yeah, the crossover characters were pretty decent.
I really liked Rosalind, though.
I like Jasper. I don't know why. He just seemed really cool.
Her outfits in the main game, with the JP version, oh my gosh, I loved them.
Yeah, I was kind of sad we didn't get the Idola stuff in the US server. I know, we're talking about PSO2 now. Sorry, guys. But that is my channel's roots. Like, alright, we kind of ended up getting a little rambly at the end of the Beans event. Yeah, I know, like, what all did you cut? And, like, that wasn't the worst of the rambling. Garnet had to, like, go do something, so I ended up, like, fucking, yeah, off on my own, doing my own thing. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed going through the Beans event with us. I'll be sure to cover part 2 when it comes out in a couple weeks. I am seriously looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm like recording this at like 11 o'clock and I haven't slept since I'm like doing this after recording and editing my last Fatal Frame video, which if you watched my last Fatal Frame video, you'll know like that was at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So, anyway, just to give you guys an update, Awkward's decided to drop out of doing Twisted Wonderland with us, but she'll be showing up on this channel when we're ready to play Silent Hill 2. I still have all of the videos from the last time I played Silent Hill 2 up on my Facebook page, but I can't post them to my YouTube channel for reasons that I don't want to really talk about. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. So Garnet and I are gonna keep going through the story. He's getting invested in certain characters. I think he's starting to like Azul. I'm also going to try out a different emulator. To see if it's a little less resource intense, because I don't know what it is, but BlueStacks just it's not just when I'm playing Twisted Wonderland, it's when I do pretty much anything. So yeah, so anyway, we're gonna finish the prologue sometime next week, and we are going to start, we do have that rant video coming up about Hades. I've just been trying to organize everyone's thoughts so we don't go unscripted, because as you know, when we go unscripted, bad things happen. Yeah. We'll be sure to keep you guys posted about when we do Twisted Wonderland related stuff for those of you that are in the fandom. But if you're here from the Twisted Wonderland groups, feel free to stick around. I do so much more content than just mobile games and everything. I do once a week I try to post horror games, and I do off-girls games, and then I do gaming masochism and dumb gamer tricks nuzlocking Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne and playing Beyond the Beyond and doing stupid gamer tricks in Beyond the Beyond as I'm learning. Yeah, so our featured horror game at the moment is Fatal Frame 1, and our Awful Girls game that we're focusing on is Bratz Forever Diamonds. So yeah, I'm trying to help Garnet get established on YouTube, so he's not just posting on Facebook. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I was just letting you guys know about the channel at large. Love y'all, and thank you for putting up with us, and take very good care of yourselves. Bye.